Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. We're back with another live stream, and of course we are playing some Final Fantasy XIV. And yeah, we are extremely close to finishing off the Crystal Paste. I think that is basically one dungeon, one expert, I think, should finish this. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this party started. We'll start off with our leveling, then we'll do our expert, and then we will go ahead and finish this off. I think that should be good. Or actually, you know what we might actually do? We might do not a queue for a random normal raid, but a queue for one with a specific normal raids. That might work. Or actually, because we only need let's see, that means 20. Let's go to, yeah, let's go here. Two fates in living memory should work, actually. Which those are. Okay. You know what? Let's go as Viper. Alright, I think we should be able to do this pretty quickly. Okay, and then this guy. Alright. And bada bing, bada boom, bada bida bada boo. We did it. Nice. So that should just leave the last 20. And then we'll be good to go. Hopefully this leveling will happen sooner rather than later. It shouldn't take too long, hopefully, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, while we're waiting for that, let's go to Yulmore, and we will go ahead and do one of our crafty guys. We'll take care of our gathering a little bit. Oh, never mind. There it is. Perfect. We will need to take care of some materia first, but yeah. Well, yeah. Let's go to. We'll go back to Tuliolol after this. I think it's funny though. I did not get Ifrit one time, which is kind of annoying. Like I've mostly been getting level, like the low level ones, which isn't too surprising. But it's still just like kind of, well, why didn't I get the new one? Why didn't I get the easiest of them? Hey Latios, welcome to the chaos. I'm about to get my yeah, gonna finish this and then we just need the we'll just need to do tombstone grinding. I'm not certain which weapon I'm gonna go for first. Part of me really wants to go for the scythe because I saw the scythe. I've seen the scythe and it's really cool. But at the same time, I kind of want to go for one that I haven't seen yet. Like one of the books. Yeah. No. Nice little chill thing to do. No I do not, actually. That is a good point. Yeah, should well, I started going for the tombstone gear for Gunbreaker. So I might go. You know what? Yeah, we probably should go for the Gunbreaker first. Now I'm thinking about it. If we want to do that big fight again. So I have the 780 summoner one is what I got because that, I went for the money. How far are we from the next one? Pretty far. Although... If we wait till 7.45 to get any more weapons, which granted they did reveal that it's going to be coming out in March. So we might do something with that. But yeah, with 7.45, I think it should be lowered down to 4. So we might be able to get multiple. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Alright, there we go. Alright, and final group, and then we deal with the boss. Everyone's over 100, so why, or at 100, so why in the world is no one else opening, doing the freaking crystals? Like, it's not that big of a deal, it's just kind of weird. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and give to you. Alright. There we go. No commands. But let's head back to Tuliolol and let's get our first weapon. I think we'll go with Gunbreaker. I think that'll be fun. Get the Gunbreaker weapon, and then that way it will be easier to deal with that at a later date. All right, Aethernet, Phantom Village. All right. One final push, eh? Hand over the pace when you're ready. Here you go. And hopefully that'll clear that out. I don't think I have any extra. I hope I don't. Heh. You've done yourself proud here. Time to fashion a vessel bleeding inconceivable perfection. Hoist our void-sent friend onto the workbench, would ye? I'll soon get started. There she is. Just look at that handiwork. Now the bugger was well and truly bonded with the vessel. Venerable Void-Sent, prepare to have your rightful form restored and the true extent of your power unleashed. Ooh. Reunited with my true self at last, and the dreadful fog masking my thoughts has finally dissipated. My name is Bridget. Among those who call the void home, there are none whose command of ether can compete. Ah, I see you have gathered significant quantities of ether in these orbs of yours. Much too of it impure, alas. Of course, I need but draw on my power to coral this profusion of ether into the state of harmony, transforming a mortal implement will be but a trifle. This is starting to sound like a bleeding fairy tale. You're saying you'll take me hammer and refine it with your magics. Indeed. Now offer your tool unto my orb. Oh my gosh. Here goes! 'Tis complete. Withdraw the weapon. The tool. Now he has a relic. He has a relic tool. Mayhammer has been blessed with a void since ether in soul, bond, and prowess. It is a complete rebirth down to the very essence of the thing. A technique born of the bleeding void. Ancient wisdom triumphs again. Ah, I thirst for more, for praise. More, I say, more! With this beauty in hand, I'll soon have your phantom weapon soar into new heights of potency. We're dealing with different means of channeling ether, so it's liable to undergo a thorough transformation. Of course, we'll need some minerals to get the job done. Once that's taken care of, it'll be time to put me brand new hammer in, through its paces. And it's a good thing that she's already ready, right? Right? Alright. Complete! Thanks to your gallant efforts, this aether conversion business was a huge success. Now it's time for our weaponsmith to play his part and get hammering. Undertake this quest as a gunbreaker. The surveyors have unearthed a new ore, and they're calling it Wayne Arcanite. Geralt says he'll need 3 chunks of the stuff. Yep. Alright. Hello. Here's your frickin' tombstones. Wait, make sure. Yep. You know what? We'll get all 4. Why not? Alright. Switch to Paladin for a sec. Oh, I have to be Gunbreaker. Oh, crap. Do I still have my weapon on me? I do not. Shit. I think I have that on my... I think I gave it to my guy. I could be wrong. Because I do remember, like, Shoot. Summoning bell. I think it would be on Kreia. Yes. Retrieve that. I should have done that I should have just done it as summoner. Alright. Maybe I should have just done the first one as summoner, since I already had a better weapon. Okay. skills, the power emanating from my hammer, it's like nothing I've felt before. Bloody otherworldly is what it is. Time to get, time it gets put to good use. And there's the Gunbreaker weapon. It looks cool. There. You'd never guess that was the weapon's original form. Honestly, if you'd asked me but moments ago, I'd have sworn you couldn't achieve etheric harmony as perfect as this. Behold the fighting power of the void made manifest. Phantom Gunblade Obscurum. Nice! Still, I can't help but feel this success wasn't earned. Like a void scent snatching the life force from some poor bastard. This power ain't really mine. Don't be so quick to downplay your role, artisan. 'Twas you who wielded the hammer with such poise. Oh, trafficking in void scent to bolster your tools. I must say the methodology sounds familiar. Ah yes, etheric convergence. Maki innovation, if I recall correctly. It warms the cockles of my heart to see an ancient knowledge brought to the forefront. Ancient knowledge, eh? Is that a note of displeasure I detect? I've got nothing against the old ways. Hells, I'd be the first to vouch for 'em. But surely me own God's-given skills have earned their place in history books by now. What do you reckon, lass? Who's the fiercest behind the forge? The ancient masters or yours truly? I'm gonna say your talents and their wisdom combined are a force without equal. Diplomatic answer. Welcome to the chaos. We're doing well. Thought you might say that. Just so happens I was thinking the exact same thing. That settles it. Carrying the torch for lost techniques is all well and good, but it's time that I took the foundation of that knowledge and developed something brand new. Oh no, what's he planning now? Oh, past wisdom paving the way for future innovations. Most commendable. But enough of ancient knowledge. I just returned from the shore where I reeled in a veritable monster. Soon set about filleting the behemoth with my newly tempered knife, but with the first incision, the specimen shrank to the size of a normal fish. Intriguing. What could cause such a phenomenon? I believe the island's ward bestowed the creature with magical capabilities, allowing it to project rudimentary glamour. Appearing significantly larger was doubtless advantageous to its survival. Piddling size aside, I reckon we crack open a bottle of the good stuff and tuck into those fillets while they're fresh. Let's not be hasty. Wouldn't you rather feast upon the fish in its enlarged state? Of course, we would first have to hone my blade and fuse its essence with ether permeating the isle. You there, could you perform such a feat? Not for such a revolting creature. Revolting? Such brazen disrespect. Just you wait, I shall devise a solution myself. Makes me wonder if he's going to return to his original form. Which is then going to raise the question, will we be able to turn the other Tonberries into their original form at some point? I'd have settled for plain old piddling slice of fish. Not that I need an excuse for a celebratory swig, any road. Whether it's deadly weapons or rusty old cleavers you need improving, you know where to find me. Ha! Ha ha ha! There we go. So I guess we're not being able to choose exactly how this functions. Maybe they decide against it for this one. But there we go. There's our gunbreaker weapon. What is this at? 775. So it's a little bit below the current stuff, which is fine. Let me take a look here. So that is, yeah, that's 780. So comparatively, not as good, but pretty freaking good. Pretty close to good. So yeah, but it's really nice. I do like it. Unfortunately, it did lose the dies, so that's a little bit sad. But, yep, there we go. Only one more relic left to go. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Alright, next. Where, what we're doing. So, with that taken care of, let's go ahead and get some of these other things done for now. Let's go as Summoner, I think. Normal raid. Alright. Alright, so while we're waiting for these to go, let's go ahead and get some stuff done. So, Eulmore, that's what we were going to do. So we'll do Eulmore, and we'll go through pretty much everything, like I said. Pretty much a standard reset day, then, for the rest of the, should be for the rest of the stream. Trying to get the book done. Switch to Miner. Talk to this douchebag. Alright, Kaishir. What do you want from me this time? Actually, wait a minute before. Alright. So, L2 is done. How far does... Oh, we can remove that from the list. Kaishir. Yeah, you're only at 39, so you're going to have a long ways to go. Oh, joy. Oh, joy. It's all the way over here. It's underwater again. No! We don't want to go underwater. One thing I do wish about that for the first die, it currently does that for its first die, and I'm not even certain what it's doing for this one. That, yeah, it's the handle for that. But if we were to draw it, the purple is always going to be a problem. So, I don't know. I just, I don't know. I know that it's why they do it, but at the same time, it's just kind of sad. Alright. You. Alright. Bop. Bop. There we go. That's 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. Switch back to Summoner. Okay. Right? Yeah, that's all 6.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
Watch and learn.
Oh, look at that massive cannon. Her skills are as sharp as ever. A vicious blow. Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Fourfold. Double on the right. Why am I? Ah. There we go. So straight. We're going pretty fast, so I think we should be
One
okay.
needs wings, one needs simply make them.
His great wings. Ha! Are wickedly divine.
Okay, she's starting on the edge. Oh my gosh. Is she going across the entire way? That's annoying.
How's this?
I don't think we've dropped at all. Holy crap. Like, I don't think we've dropped health very much. Like, the only mistakes have been, like, someone not moving fast enough. Alright. Holy cow, we really skipped. Color me surprised. We wiped the floor with her. Holy shit.
I must not lose.
That was insane.
It's all over. Until next time.
Dang. Yeah, that was fast. So yeah, we got one of the standard ones. We completely skipped over Witchflight and her double wings. Jeez. I think that's the fastest I've ever done it. Back to Yulmore. And then we'll queue for our next thing. So Alliance wants a tank, so we'll probably go as Gunbreaker. Hmm. Oh, right. We need to be minor. Here you go. Make delivery. Here you go. Probably should have cleared out my purple scripts, but it's fine. We don't need purple scripts. The orange are the real ones. There we go. Skip. Alright, back to Gunbreaker. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-bum bum ba-dum bum. Not you. Over here. There we go. Mount tokens. Okay. Script exchange. Gather gear. The highest stuff. I wish that you could get multiple of these ones at this point, but he can't, unfortunately. Oh, alright. Desynth this one. No. I have to wait until afterwards. But that's fine. How much scripts do I still have? If it's over 2,000, we're doing it again. Well, it's not 2,000, but it is quite a bit. Alright, which one are we? Alright. Wait, did I? I think I desynthed my Gunblade. Shit. That's just sad. I didn't mean to do that. I should have remembered to take care of that first. Well, I can probably get a new one. It's not like it's a challenge to get it. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. All right. Okay. go. There we go. Up the tower. Up the tower. Hmm. Oh, right. That's right. I remember why I got the... Oh. Okay. Can I still do this? No, okay. That makes sense. I was just checking. Okay. Who saw that coming? Pretty much everyone who's ever done this thing. Don't pull till we know everyone's out of cutscenes. Oh wow, I'm surprised that we didn't have a cutscene. I could have sworn that we did. I think like some of us thought that one of us was going to it, and so we didn't. Yeah. Apologize. Yeah, let's just focus on this one for now. Good, 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 good. Remember when you couldn't stack those together? I don't. I actually don't. I think that that when I first did this, they didn't have to worry. We didn't have to worry about it, but people still didn't stack them together. But now everyone just stacks them together, so it's whatever. There we go. Nice. Not even gonna loot it. Leave. Alright. Cool. What was I doing? Oh, yes. That's right. We were going through these. Desynth. Bop. Desynth. So what is it? So it's wanting... Oh, quite a bit, so that's why. Okay. Here, let's also desynth these. We can desynth the Vanguard one. Oh, right, we were going. Alright, desynth this. And that should do it. Alright. Then we could just go ahead and sell a lot of this junk. Okay. I'm not even going to worry about making sure that it's the best, that I sell it to the right spot. It doesn't really matter. No, actually, first off, let's put things that are in here with her. Because there are a few things that I'm working on. Okay. We'll leave that for now. Okay. So we are at 190 so far. Cool. And then let's go to the gold saucer. And we'll start queuing for the next thing. Which will be, let's see, so we just did the Alliance raid. We might as well do a guild heist just so that it's taken care of. I don't need it, obviously, but always good to get that done. Mini cack pot. good. Let's hope for the best. Nope. Okay. Come on. Oh. Cactopot hates me. It really does. Alright, so that's that. Sort this shit. Okay. Oops, oops, oops. I did not mean to do that. Let's go to... Oh, we should probably do one more of these because we do have one more custom delivery. Because for whatever reason, L2 just needed 5 instead of needing all of them. So let's see here. Who's next? So we did L2 and we did Kaishir today. Wait, autograph? What was... Oh, yeah, we're actually getting closer to finishing this. Okay, I did not realize how close we were. Like, wait a minute. And yeah, we are getting closer and closer to finishing this. Dang. I thought we were, like, way further away from getting this done. I mean, at this rate, we'll be able to get all of them done before we get another one of them. Make a delivery. Let's see here. What do you want? That's from the locks. We can only do one right now, so it's fine. And then we will go ahead and just get the ice crystals, I think. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, back to Idleshire. Idleshire, Idleshire, whichever one we want to call it. We'll turn it in. And then... yeah, that should be... I'm surprised the Guild Heist hasn't procced yet. As a gunbreaker? That's insane. To be fair, people don't really do guild heists as much as they used to. But yeah. Okay. So, that takes care of custom deliveries. Let's go back to Tuliolol for a sec. Because I was doing quite a bit of fate grinding while we were building up the tomestones. Or not the tomestones, building up the, whatchamadoodles. Gemstone trader, hello. Okay. How many do we need for that again? That is for 500. Okay. There we go. Nice. All right, there we go. Nice, got 2 commends for that. All right. We're going to skip over main scenario, but we will do a trial. A sage. Alright, so we need 500 of those. But at the same time, I kind of want to get these other things taken care of first. Okay. Roar of the Worm. Oh, it's just selling for 150. That's fine. Just sell it then. Sell it standard. That's fine. All right. All right, sort this. So where is the... okay, so we have the Waning Arcanite here. Okay. I think after this we will go ahead and Q4. Well, I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll figure it out. Little by little. I want to go through each thing. Trials are probably pointless, but it's fine. We'll just take care of it. Little by little. Ba-bum, bum, 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 ba-bum, ba-bum. Let me think here. So what else do we need to do today? Bum, 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 bum. I mean, we probably could do some fates. We could probably keep going with fates. Actually, let's go check on, let's go see how this is doing. I don't think it's gonna be needing, it's gonna need anything right now, because yesterday we just did another thing. I don't think there's gonna be an upgrade. Unless that upgrade went very fast, because it is opening up the doorway. Preparation for Emerald Echoes exploration. I think that's... yeah, I would assume that that has to be this thing. Yeah, I think this is it. Because, yeah, yesterday we got this done. Which isn't much. But, yeah. But, yeah, you can already see that they're already working towards this to open it up. The giant Pokeball door. Which, yeah, I'm kind of intrigued to see what they're going to do with it. Is that Naming Way? I think it is Naming Way. Why in the world do you not have a little name tag? Also, are you smaller than usual? Oh no, you're just leaning forward. That's what's going on. I was like, wait a minute. Naming Way seems shorter than usual. And it's because they are. A little bit. Ugh. Wait, what the fuck? I have that now. What? Okay. I was like, that was weird. Oh, joy. Limitless Blue. So much fun. Or both of them are using the ultimates, I think. The relics. So there's actually a few people in here that are doing that have the relics. I've done the extreme a bit too many times. Ay, ay. Alright, now we just need to kill him. I feel like this is taking longer than usual. Maybe it's just because I haven't done this and this actual thing in years. I think it's been years. I don't know the exact amount of time that's passed. Is he up there? I don't know where he is. Cool. Get up on the whale's back. Get up on the whale's back. See, that is one problem I think with this is like the fact that you have to be on the whale's back in order to actually do any damage. But yeah, it's whatever. All right, so we've already done leveling, so we just need the rest of these, which I think we will do you. All right, so that'll give us 120 of these. Plus, I think like some of the high level dungeons give like extra? No, they do not. I'm losing it. Yeah. So it's just 120. But the leveling ones will give us some stuff, or not the leveling, the expert and level cap ones will give us some stuff. Where's the thing? I thought I had it. Where's Sora? Where's the Sora outfit? I swear I had it saved. There it is. It's 2. Okay, got it. That's better. Much better. Okay. Bam, bam, na, na, na. Na, 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 na. Okay, let's take a look here. So yeah, so what do we need for this? So we need a 70 or an 80. Obviously, we'll need 100. And then we need 51 to 99, pretty much. Yeah. That's actually kind of funny, then, that my first leveling was not including that. Because it's the vast majority of them that we need. It's just not including 1 through whatever. 1 through 50. Which is still... Oh, wow. I was not expecting this one. But okay. Healer. You know, I'm kind of surprised they never did, they didn't come back to doing hard versions of dungeons after Heaven's Ward. I don't even... Whatever. Okay. I didn't even think that was possible, but I guess it is. Okay. There we go. What? Oh, it's a mask. Okay. This healer is really impatient, though. Holy crap. Dang it. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, sweet. Red alert. Okay. Let's see here. What do we... Are they new ones? No, they're not. But Fisher needs some stuff, I think. So, what is... Fisher gives 3 and 1 on top of the 6. Okay. Alright. So that got the high level ones done. So we just need the... Oops, I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have done that. I zoned out too much. All right. Bum ba da ba dum bum bum. I'm glad that they fixed that so that now you can actually you re-get the all of your GP at the end of doing a mission. It makes things so much easier for doing these ones for sure. Bam, 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 bam. Alright. So I think after this, we will go ahead and we will run the expert and the high level, or I mean level cap. And then after that, we will run front lines and then a few crystalline conflicts, I think. I wonder if you even need to use your lures in order to get this thing done. What level were those? Those are... the lures are level 100. I mean, it's specifically saying that it's large-jawed, and then it's also telling us, like, when they're, not large-jawed, but, when they're small-jawed, when it's one of these things. So I'm wondering if you even need that for these, though. Or if it's just, like, a residual thing that they left over because of, a lot of the other ones do need it. Like, standard quests, I believe, all need them. Bam, 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 bam. You know, it's probably better anyways to just do the other things, so I don't know. I mean, on the bright side, when it comes to this, I do know what the amount is to get the final level. It's 150, and then like I think 700, something like that. 7,000. I don't know. But yeah, it's so much easier now with the, in this update to get it done. Like, I could probably go ahead and just finish all of these in, like, a day if I really tried. Especially with the crafters. Because crafters don't really take that much time. I don't know. Probably would need more time than that, but yeah. I don't know. Maybe next reset day we'll focus on just getting these done. But we'll see. I don't know. Well, I think once we hit the 1 minute mark, when we're no longer able to accept quests, I think that's when we'll go ahead and queue for the high levels. How in the world are you fishing backwards? uh... I guess that is technically like a tiny little spot of it, but that's just funny to me. Oh, I see what that person's doing now. Okay, so they're ambitious luring, getting 1, then doing that. Well, no, it wouldn't make sense for that either. So I don't know. They might. Well, I guess they might have some really good gear, so that might be why. Which I think I'm like 1 level below the best gear right now. But it's whatever. Personally, I would say that probably the best option is to purchase some crafting gear and then use said crafting gear to build up to make the gathering gear. That would make the most sense to me. But I think that's going to go ahead and end that. So let's see here. They want tank. I don't want a tank, though. Let's be a dancer. Why not? Ugh. Alright, return. So let's see here. Boo. Oh, never mind. Oh, it went to Stellar Opportunity. Okay. Alright. You know, knowing my luck, though, it's probably going to go for the Hollow Specs. Or the Power Suit. Yeah. I already had the Hollow Specs, though. Jerk. I have the Cosmic Bargain, right? Yeah. I just really need that frickin' vacuum suit. It's so weird, though, because, like, every time that I've gotten the special suits, or the special mounts from these, I would purchase it from the auction house because it's cheap, and then I come back, and then the very next one ends up being the one that I need. I'm not kidding. It's insane. Knew it. These things hate me. But yeah, I don't know. Let's return to Tuliolo for now. And let's go sell these Hollow Specs. I mean, honestly, these things end up being very cheap. It's not like it's much of a deal if we do end up purchasing it. It's just annoying. Alright. Hollow Specs. $5,000? Okay. That's not too bad. Could be better, but yeah. Bam, bam, bam. I mean, most likely the older ones will probably go back up in price a little bit over time, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But because, yeah, right now everything is just ridiculous. So if like here, let's actually check. Let's see what this thing currently is. So that's the armored weapon. That's the really insane one. That's already 1 mil. It's already down to 1 mil. And this is the new vacuum suit. Wow. 175 mil. I thought I had that. Oh, wait, no. That's the... That's the faux leaves thing. I'm like, what? Oh, okay. And this... Cosmic Countenance. That actually makes sense of why that's expensive. That one is really rare, actually. Like, first you have to get the gold one. Then you have to be extremely lucky with getting the other one. But, yeah. But, honestly, yeah, the fact that this is already 1 mil is insane. Which isn't... Well, it's not too surprising, I should say. Because I already have 8 of the booklets. Getting the remaining should not be that challenging. Especially because I like to do the EX Plus ones once I'm able to. So, yeah. Alright, so this is going to get the level 100 one, for sure. And then after that, all right. Well, we can do some hunts while we're waiting for this to load. So that's in Western Thanalan. I think which, yeah. Obviously, these early ones are the most annoying. You know, they give you so many Vesper Bay tickets. It's kind of insane to think about. Like, granted, you're probably never going to use all of them. That confirms that the slime is not going to be here, I don't think. I do have to say, I kind of wish that... I think I said this during Zoa's stream, that I kind of wish that that was a... was still a duty, rather than becoming a fate. Or still a fate, rather than becoming a duty. But it's whatever. It happens. You know, one thing that I think would be an interesting idea, I don't know if they would do this, but a large mount that would allow you to have your minion hang out on said mount. Like I said, I don't think they would do this. I really don't. But I think it would be interesting to see if they would ever do it. Oh, to the north? There it is. Like, imagine for a moment, just like on here, like your, whatever your minion is, maybe they'll just like hang out somewhere in here. Or like, so, like flying ones, I think they should just like follow you anyways, but yeah. So that's the south one and southwest one and the sorry, southwest, northeast. Hopefully he'll just be in the southwest one. So I am wondering if for the Hildebrand quest lines, if because we're going to be getting that soon, if we're going to be getting a mount. My guess would be the special bike that Hardy Boiled has. I think that would make sense. Have they done a mount more? Let's see. This is a mount. This was from that. I don't think there was a mount in the first one, but they also gave us like a whole bunch of random shit for that. Because it gave us both dances. It gave us the whatchamadiddle. Yeah, it gave us the dance. It gave us the pose. It gave us the minion, which was actually kind of special because you had to go through the raid a few times, or not the raid, but the trial a few times. Then I believe the second one, okay, that was Vivi, I believe. The Vivi minion. Which I don't believe that gave us anything. It might have given us like a dance or a pose. I don't remember. Stormblood, I do not remember what it gave. Obviously there was none in Shadowbringers. And then, like I said, Endwalker, it gave us two. It gave us this, and it gave us the minion for Mr. Poo-Poo, or whatever his name is. I don't know. What did Stormblood give? I don't remember what Stormblood gave. Was it? It had something to do with the one, the Slice is Right guy. I remember that much. I'd have to look at it. I don't think it gave a minion. I think it would have given a dance or something. Let's see here. Oh, that's right. Something gave one of the quests gave us Gilgamesh, which I think actually both Enkidu and Gilgamesh were from the that one dungeon. Was Ultros from that? I think Ultros was also from a dungeon. Gigi, not Vivi. Gigi was from one of the was from the Stormblood thing, or not the Stormblood, the Heavensward one. I do not recall there being anything specifically from Stormblood. Maybe I'm just not recalling, but I don't know. Alright, Aslan. We'll still start out here because there's one spot down here to the south. Oh, sweet. There's the dance. There's our frickin' level cap, finally. Bam, ba-dam, bam, ba-dam. The Gargant. The mount that we want, that we still haven't gotten. Why have we still not gotten this? No idea. Oops.
Good work. Now, proceed to the access hatch and head inside.
Bam, 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 bam.
Everkeep's construction was apparently a constant battle against the rising water level. Even during the war, the people labored to maintain the castle. It meant a lot to them. It's upsetting to think that Preservation's terminal is in this place.
Is that the Umbre? Oops. Oh, that's the Manderville thing. Okay, I did not realize that it was that. That's a different pattern than I've seen before. I don't think I've ever seen that pattern. Maybe I'm just... That felt different. Like, it was similar to ones that I've seen before, but it was rotated, I think.
It was hardly a challenge, I see. You will show me more. I bid you press on.
I don't think I've ever come up here before, while we were still battling these guys, so I didn't even know that the wall was here, or the door was closed.
You are untroubled thus far. But I have something that may test you yet.
Sometimes I wonder if, like, for doors that are closed, like that one, if there is a way, because they're supposed to open like halfway as you're halfway through. So I'm wondering if there is a way to get past that, and if the door is actually
Has
closed.
long guarded these crumbling walls. let us introduce more weaponry. Let us see what this is. Perhaps a new approach to assess your adaptability. Still alive. How unfortunate. For you to die here, it would save me trouble later. I'm beginning to understand how you were able to defeat Doom Eternal.
Nice. Cool. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Alright. Pass on the Underkeep stuff. Okay. That got that done. Okay. Ooh, nice. Got 2 commands. How nice. Alright. Back to here. Alright. And then as we teleport, once we are done teleporting, we'll switch to Black Mage. And go ahead and we'll queue for a casual match, Crystalline Conflict, so we can get this done. How are we doing on these, actually? We're at 570. So that's good. So, yeah. Dun 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 do do do. It's not here. Check the far one. All right. There it is. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, cool. Alright, that takes care of the hunts. So yeah, we'll do the Crystalline Conflict, which, how much is it? That gives 20. Then we'll need to do an expert, which gives 60, 50, at least. Let's see here. So, wait a minute. So this gives 20, which will get us to 590. 640. 700 at least, with the bonus of 80. So, yeah. And then we'll still need to do the raids. We still need to do each of these, which those each give 20. So, yeah. One thing I would like to see them... so there's a few things I would like to see them do. First, at some point. Firstly, duty roulettes. Daily challenges, I would like them to put something for PvP, for the Crystalline Conflict. It doesn't have to be much, but I think that it would make it a lot easier than having to go over here to take care of that. I don't necessarily know if it needs to be too much, but yeah. I think that could be really freaking helpful to be able to have that as an option, at least. Maybe it could give like a little bit of a bonus on your first time going through for Crystalline Conflicts. Then there should also be they should put whatchamadoodles, binding the coils, the Bahamut coils, put those into normal raids, which we've talked about extensively. Please just put them in. You're being an asshole. And then I would also like to see Trials Expert. And what I would say that they should do, if they are going to do Trials Expert roulette, is never include the current ones. So you wouldn't include the high-end trials, but you could put in some of the older ones as basically a way to allow players to get into those at an easier rate, because a lot of people just have such a hard time getting into those. I personally have never been able to fully it takes a long time to get a party finder together for those, because no one wants to run them. People the only time that people want to run the extremes is when people are ready for them. So, like, here's the thing. If they don't want to put the coils of Bahamut because they classify those as savage, specifically Binding Coil and Final Coil, they classify those as those ones are classified as savage. Put a normal savage, and then it just doesn't include the most recent ones. That's all. I don't think we need more than that. I think that would be really helpful. It would allow people to actually do a lot of the savages and do the extremes. Like, obviously, there will be, like, a suggestion on there, like, please make sure that you have looked over them, because some people are not going to be as... These might not be as forgiving. I don't know. Because the only way that you can get into those, really, through doing... through, like, a standard queuing is... as a mentor. Because mentors can get in those really easily. At least that's what I've heard. Dang, we're getting our asses handed to us. Yeah, yeah. It's more the main reason I often will do ice is to get while I'm moving, and then as soon as I'm able to freeze for more than a minute, I can. Yeah, I need to get better with doing my limit breaks. That is true. I just forget about it so much. That's the problem. Yeah. Yeah. Dang. That sucks. Yeah. I think that's just the big thing. I just forget about it so often. But yeah, it's whatever. It happens. Alright. Actually, we are going to turn this off for a sec. I am going to be right back, and then we will continue this. We will continue working on our Wondrous Tales, and I think we'll be doing PvP. But yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. That appears to be good. Oops, wrong one. Still clicking on the wrong one. There we go. But yeah, like I was saying, I think PvP is Black Mage is one of the best ones that I have. It's just like I'm used to moving a lot with it. So yeah. And then I forget about limit breaks, unfortunately. I need to get better with doing it. I just do. It's a fact. Yeah, 590. Okay. Okay, so we'll get one. We'll get one more. For sure. I think we can get one more weapon. If we go hard. Alright, let me think here. What are some things that need to get done? I should probably do some more treasure dungeons at some point. We'll see. Complete dungeons, complete guild heists. Oh, how are we doing on PvP profile? So we'll probably go over 17 with this next one. With this, I think. I think that's a reasonable thing to expect. Where in the world is this frickin' mask coming from? Because I'm seeing it all over the place lately. Deep Shadow half mask. Is that a frickin' thing from the level 80 savages? Is that what that is? Because this is kind of insane. I've been seeing it like crazy lately. Ow. That was mean. Looks like we have a decent number at each of these, but I will help them out over here just in case. Okay. Because people usually target these. Okay, that's good. Cool. Do 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 do. I feel like people forget about this one all the freaking time. It's insane. I wish that they weren't so much on the other side right now. Holy cow. If we can flank them, we might be able to help. Oh, no. We're not getting it, but we will be able to. Oh, this is here. Okay, good, good, good. We claimed. Okay. Ah, that hurt. nice. Alright. Maelstrom's retreating. Good. Yeah, like I said, I feel like people forget about this one all the time. It's kind of insane, honestly. How dare! No! 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 They saw that I was doing my limit break and they're like, no, fuck you. Ay, ay, ay. No. No. Dang. There it is. Yeah. I shouldn't have come back there. Bam ba da ba dum ba dum ba doo. Bam ba da ba da ba da ba da. Na 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 na. Alright, we're almost to 1,000. There we go. We're currently in the lead, but that doesn't mean much. We can still be kicked, get our asses kicked. Alright, there we go. Good, they got this. This one's going to be tricky. It's deep in enemy territory. Oh my gosh. That was not fun. Ow. Yep, definitely go for gold. Go for gold, go for gold. Gold, gold, gold. Because if blue wins that, we lose. Gold. Go to gold. Gold immediately, gold immediately. Blue wins that, we lose. No, we lose. Okay. Yeah, that stinks. Oh well. Could have done better. Could have done worse. Okay. So that takes care of that. What are we doing on this? 690. Okay. So let's switch back to Dancer. And we'll do an expert. And yeah, I think that should go ahead and finish us off. So the only dailies we still have is main scenario. I mean, obviously, it would be nice to get these done, but at the same time, like, most of this is not something that you can solo. So, which is why, like I said, they should add in two things. So yeah, Trials Extreme. And it should be something that only you can't do until you're at least 60, I think. And will always be like one back. It won't include any of the ones that are current. So like if you are 70, then you will only get 50s and 60 extremes. If you're level 100, you'll only get 90 down. Add a do the same thing with normal raid Savage, and maybe because they classify the Coils of Bahamut as Savage, except for second Coil of Bahamut, maybe they should put second Coil of Bahamut into normal raids, and then everything else can go into normal raids Savage, and like I said, starts at 60, and then it's all of the past one, yeah. Because obviously you'll still be able to do the party finder, blah, 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 blah. But, yeah. So. But I feel like, especially for the extremes, I feel like that they have to add that. Because they expect people to actually be doing those. As mentor. And the fact that, like, nobody but mentors can get into those is just like, what the fuck? Also, they need to give us more ways to get ventures. Because at max level, really the only way to get ventures is to do PvP. And that's insane. I guess technically you can also do the, I think you can also use frickin', these things, your company seals to get them. But when you need ventures as much as you do, I don't know, it's just weird to me. Alright. So, fishing. Okay. That gives 10. Let's do this one then. Where is that? Okay, that's south of here. catch fish as quickly as possible. Okay. Yeah, so it's not even like, hey, get this specific thing. It's just catch fish. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. As soon as I start fishing, it's just like, hey, you should do your duty. How about you do an expert instead?
Ah, you've come. I'll begin by wearing you down. I've created new enemies for you. Not all the warriors, but they will follow orders. Kill and survive and so forth. Here, I shall prepare the stage for battle. Memories of a physician. One who saves lives should be
Oh, it's that
reluctant to
thing.
die.
Okay. Bang, bang.
burdened the system. No
Yep.
matter, it served its purpose.
I did go up to 17. Good.
Next, we visit a prison of sinister repute. I need not compel them to fight.
Oh, I see. All right. Time for torture.
They shall deal appropriately with criminals. Your sentence is death. How long can you defy it? Criminals may run, but they cannot escape.
Probably could have just waited a bit more, but that's fine. Well, those are actually kind of nice van braces. I didn't realize that they were. I'm gonna greed those. Like, it's not likely that I'll get them, but still. But yeah, that was it's kind of interesting. Like, I was doing fine. It's just like due to the fact that freaking Dancer has, like, I think the lowest damage of all the classes. It might have slightly, it might not be the lowest. It might be second lowest or third, but I think it's the lowest. Maybe one of the tanks is lower. But I don't think they are. Because this is its... Yeah. Dancer's strongest is like... I don't think it has anything that's over 600.
Memories from an age rife with death. The desperation will serve well.
Meanwhile, I think like everyone else has
The enemy
something
is at
over
the gate.
600.
To arms, good soldiers, protect your kingdom.
Bard might be lower, but I don't think it is. I think it's actually... I think it's higher. But in exchange for being the lowest damage doer, I have like all the buffs. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, final boss.
An amalgam of memories. Let us see how it fares. It is the midst of the storm surge. Countless lives are lost in the senseless conflict. The war swells in scope and intensity. The bombs rain down without pause or mercy. The spark of life is dimmed with every blinding flash. Death is everywhere, pillaging the promise of the future.
Oh, no minion. Of course. Oh well. Not the end of the world. Alright. So that took care of Expert. Let's see here. How far away from the next one? 830? Okay. Alright. Let's go as a Sage. Well, I really don't like doing this as Sage. Let's do it as Summoner. That's fine. I think we'll only be able to get one down before the end of the, before we have to call it for the stream. But, yeah. Oh, what's this? EX Plus. Where is it? Oh, this is that one. Do we go for it? Or do we just... Because we could. Definitely could. Yeah, let's go for that. Like, it's not the best. But... Oh, I hit the wrong thing. I feel dumb. It's whatever. We're not going to worry about it then. Out of curiosity. So there are still things that I still have to find here. Still have to fish here. Okay. I'm not going to worry about it right this second. So, yeah. I think because of the fact that Summoner does have its Bygone Brass Index, I think I'm going to save Summoner for last when it comes to getting my Relic Weapon. Because I think that's just the best option at this point in time. Let's see here. Because, yeah, let's talk to you really quick. So I think what we'll do... Oh! It's finally... not a freaking weird fan thing. I might want to go for the Dancer weapons. We'll see. I do like the staff. I think that looks actually pretty cool. Because, yeah, pretty much every single one of these weapons is different now. Is going to be taking on a new form. So. Lodestone. Well, whatever. Okay. So yeah, where you... So ranks, we'll be finishing with this. I don't think that... so the series, I don't think will be changing. have they updated this for 7.45? Because obviously we're going to be getting the new variant dungeon. We're going to be getting the what are we? We're getting more Hildebrand stuff. Is that it for 7.45? I guess ranked is getting better. Okay. We're getting a new season of ranked. I don't know. My guess is that 7.5 is going to be insane.
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him one more, champion. His arm has a life of its own. Is this the power of the mythical Lingua?
After doing the duo with Latios, this is so much easier now. Holy crap. Like, we haven't we still haven't done it yet. We haven't finished it. But
Watch out! That is one cruel coil. Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach. Another attack evaded with a throw.
What the fuck? Oh, is it because we're too far? It might be because we're too far. And it didn't want to destroy it. It didn't want to destroy it when we're this close to...
The battle is decided! Victory goes to the champion!
So much easier now.
Linworm's regeneration be out of control? The Linworm's completely healed! What outrageous regenerative power!
Okay. So, we can pass on that, but we will also want you, and greed, and then pass on the rest. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Oh, let people do their looting. Oh, wow. Yeah, everyone just has to pass on grooving green now. See, that is one thing that I think that they need to make it a little bit better with those, is like, for that, it would make sense if it wasn't every single time it dropped. Because, yeah, once you get it, you've got it. You can't get it again. But yeah, that was significantly easier. Do it, like, seriously. I would recommend that people try and do that, because holy crap, that was so much easier now. Than when we like, now that, yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of funny. But yeah, let's see here. So yeah, we are at 850 in terms of these, in terms of the tombstones. I will probably get off stream, go ahead and at least get one more weapon. Which one, I'm not certain, but I'm gonna be grinding these off stream a lot anyways. Just trying to get as many of these as possible. It's just tombstones now, so who cares? So yeah, we don't have to worry too much about much else. But yeah, so that is gonna make things so much easier. Yeah, getting tombstones and then working on the crafters and gatherers. I think that's gonna be pretty much the main thing that we're gonna be doing for the next few streams of this, for the weekly streams. Like, obviously off stream I will probably run through and take care of like all of, yeah, obviously, yeah, I think we'll focus when we start from this point forward with the weekly streams, we'll focus on just doing Wondrous Tales again. Try and get as many of those done as possible, and then once we have finished it, then we'll move on to whatever's next. And yeah. Yeah, do those, do that, and do that. So yeah, so yeah. I think with 7.45 should be releasing in the next 2 weeks. Exactly when we don't really know yet. This one, yeah. They haven't specifically mentioned the date. I don't think. I'm not seeing anything when it comes to lodestones. Maintenance. No, that's February. Okay. Yeah, 7.4 to 7.45. I'm not seeing anything specific. Yeah. Do they have... Yeah, that was yesterday's date. So, yeah. So this is probably like... Yeah, this is just the overall stuff that I'm seeing here. Doesn't seem to be anything too specific. Hopefully we will see... like I said, hopefully we'll see this before too long. I believe the series will still be going for a little bit longer. I think all the way until 5.0 or 7.5 is when I think the series should be changing. So I do think that both Holobali and Zowo should be able to finish those. Exactly how long that's going to take, I don't know. But yeah, but yeah. So Zowo is going to be next. So yeah, so tomorrow is going to start the Shield stream, where we're going to be doing a Shield Nuzlocke. So that's starting tomorrow. Thursday is going to be Throwback Thursday, but I'm not 100% certain on what exactly I want to do for that stream yet. We might do... I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I'm not 100% certain what we're going to be doing. Probably something... It will most likely be a fun stream, whatever we decide to do. And then... Let me see here. So yeah, that'll be tomorrow. So that'll be so Thursday. We'll figure it out. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. Friday is gonna be the Zowo stream. Yeah. So yeah, Friday will be Zowo's stream where we're gonna go ahead and try and finish up the we're at least gonna finish Hildebrand. I think that we can easily finish Hildebrand. We might also be able to work a little bit on completing the MSQ. Exactly how much we get done, I have no idea. There's there's still quite a bit of the MSQ left in. Let me see here for Zowo. Quests. Let me see. MSQ. Okay. 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 Here we go. This is what I want to see. 50. Yeah, Ultimate Weapon. And then... Yeah, so we haven't done Thorn March. Yeah, so we have several things, actually. Wow. Yeah, 7.5, so... Yeah, going through all of that is going to take a while, unfortunately, it looks like. Like, I'm just glancing through that. It's basically, it's basically the entire expansion, I think. Well... Yeah. It's a lot. It is a lot of quests that need to get done if we're going to go through all of that. And then the Heaven's, Heaven's Ward is relatively much shorter. So, yeah. I don't know when we're going to be starting on the Heaven's Ward stuff for Zobo, but it probably will be a while. It probably will be quite a while. The thing is, like, it's a lot faster to go through the hill. Once you get past Realm Reborn stuff, a lot of the other stuff is so much faster. For one thing, there's a lot more voice cutscenes and stuff like that. So, yeah, it shouldn't take us too long to get through all of that. But yeah, we will most likely not be finishing up Realm Reborn with this update, with this next one. And at some point, I am planning to attempt to do the Coils of Bahamut, all of them. But that might just have to wait until we're like 70, because it's so much stuff to deal with. But yeah, what was I doing? Wolfstein, or no, Moor Bay. That's where we're going. But yeah, shouldn't be too bad. Like I said, we'll off stream. I will go ahead and keep working on these on the stream schedule. So yep, that should be very fun to see exactly how we're going to be handling that moving forward. Each of those, and then yeah, everything should be good. I think that is where we will go ahead and call it for today. We got a good amount done. Like I said, we went ahead and finished up the first of our weapons. And yeah, we have a lot more left to do. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's live stream. I've been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on.